si noir que mes deux petits yeux n'arrivent pas à croire qu'ils sont heureux. Dis, est-ce que le jour il reviendra demain comme toujours? Je n'ai jamais peur, même seul dans mes draps. J'ai pas mal au cœur, j'ai juste un peu froid. Dis, est-ce que le jour il reviendra demain comme toujours? La rentrée des classes arrivera demain.
Hey, what's up guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back to the Call of Duty World War III mod for Men of War Assault Squad 2. Today, we are not over in Russia, we are actually in war-torn Paris. We're doing sort of a modern Warfare 3 scenario, although I don't like talking too much about the Call of Duty scenarios, even though it's heavily influenced by it since we're playing a Call of Duty mod, of course. We are here showcasing the GIGN, I usually say GIGN, but that's because it just, you know, flows with me. But GIGN is their more official. What is it? Gendarmerie. No, but I should know, but I don't know. But it's the French counterterrorism unit, and they do not mess around. They look like some frickin' juggernauts with their armor and shit. Like, just Google the GIGN. One of my favorite classes to play in Counter-Strike. Yes, I don't play Counter-Strike, no, though, but yeah. So we're taking a break from the Russian Civil War. We're here in Paris. We're on a beautiful Paris map made by a friend of mine, actually. His name is Holborn. These maps will be released soon. He's made 3, and all of them are cool, and they're going to be defense missions. So all of you editor inepts out there who don't know how to run the editor, I don't blame you. It can be a little daunting and tricky at first. You can enjoy some very cool defense missions on your own in the game without having to fiddle around with all the scripting and whatnot. So yes, we're doing a World War III scenario. Paris is under siege. The GIGN is holding an intersection, essentially. They've been holding out here for the last couple of days. They've also been stacking wounded here next to some boxes. And they've destroyed a T-90. That could have been destroyed during an airstrike or something. We don't know. Reinforcements might just be on their way. I just built up a 5-ton reservoir of saliva in my mouth that I had to kind of just swallow there for a second. That's why I break. That's why I took a pause. You know, sometimes I drink this Coke Zero. Really is salivating, but I don't think it made out any weird sounds. There goes the cork. Anyway, let's start this one and let's have a bloody good scenario. Oh, holy shit! Did you see how fast they were? Give me just 1 second to. Correct. I can show you. It's just hitting a button. All right. So, there, yes. There we go. They came in running very fast. We're being attacked from 3 directions here. That was a quick ending for the men attacking on the left side here, but it looks better for the other 2 flanks. Let's have a closer look at the Russians. Oh, that's a lovely Peshnek. And of course the sound mod is being used here as well. So there's going to be plenty of waves. They're going to get stepped up. So early on, it's just a little test, you know? We're under fire here. Second mistake of the day, not to deactivate my Steam. There we go. Back in it. Bruv. Okay. They're speaking French. Oh, there's a lone Russian running about there. He's taking cover. How's it looking on the left side? They went down quickly. I'm not sure they knew what they were running into. They're also testing the French resistance here so they can better know what to send in next, I suppose. That guy's running back there. How's it looking here on the right side? They're taking it easy. They're pinned and suppressed. Awaiting more reinforcements. I would too. I don't blame them. They're trying to get closer. But the French so far are holding it down nicely. He's lost his headgear. Look at these. Let's have a look at the GIGN here. Yeah, lots of SMGs. Oddly enough, the mod supplies them with the G36C. Kind of weird. But I've personally added a lot of like MP5s, the UMP, which they use, and of course the FAMAS for more heavier situation. I've seen them use the M4A1 as well on pictures, like special forces and counterterrorism units and whatnot. Kind of use a little bit of this and that, you know. The Swedish counterterrorism unit, we have several, but or like different ones, whatever. But they use, you see a lot of G36Cs as well with those guys. And look at this, we have 2 guest stars here today. The Browning M2 HB Browning gang over here. 2 Rangers with a heavy weapon helping the GIGN here. We also have, as a matter of fact, another 4 Americans back here on the right side, just adding another element, showing you guys some more weapons. We've got some M4A1s and an HK MP5 over there, so that's cool stuff. The Russians have received reinforcements. That Peshnig is just putting down some lovely fire. Oop. I need to make sure, I was trying to be sneaky, look, picking my phone up. M2HB. I was right. Yes, I was. Good. M2HB. M2 Browning. Perfect. Sometimes you can mix things up, like MHB2. Obviously, I wouldn't say that, but MH2B, perhaps. And, you know, I don't know. Guns and attachments and all, especially abbreviations, only using numbers and certain letters, just, it becomes a code. It's like remembering a really weird, hey, this is your browser code, verification code, and it's like 2QXYMB25, and you're like, supposed to just remember that? Copy, paste. Anyway, how are we doing with the defense? Let's have a look at casualty, midterm casualty, not midterm. I don't know what midterm is. Midterm is, that has something to do with school. But so far the French have taken 0 casualties, and the Russians have lost probably about 2 platoons worth of men, probably even more. But they have a lot of survivors from each attack, so they kind of sit behind cover and stay down, and now that the reinforcements have arrived, they become cocky again, and they charge at the enemy. So, this, in a way, you could say, perhaps in our Ukrainian Civil War series, the Russian militia and the rebels win, and they become this crazy. That's kind of like the Call of Duty series, how the ultranationalists win and then form New Russia and then invade the rest of the world, I suppose, especially Europe. So, and America in Modern Warfare 2 they do. So, yeah. Interesting. I haven't quite kept myself up to date with all the Call of Duty games and how things fare in their universe, or how things became the way they became, I suppose. But I think it's a fairly straightforward scenario. Oh, the Russians are getting quite close on this side. They're suppressing the French. The GIGN will not allow themselves to be suppressed for long. Oh wow, look at that. I see more headgear being lost. I suppose it's better to lose a helmet than a head. All the Americans are still alive? So far so good. But every time a Russian attack fails, the survivors become more and more added onto the reinforcements after. So it's just gonna get worse and worse. We're only a couple of waves in. I want battles to be longer, so I don't mind there being a stiff resistance and, yeah, a strong hold. I have no idea, though, how the battle is gonna end. I guess I'm supporting the French. I suppose I usually cheer for the defenders. They're always the ones outnumbered and outgunned. The underdog. It is a good map. He has made a very good map here, Old One. On the streets of Paris we fight. This must be near some fairly big avenue or something, because the streets are very big. They're not highway big, of course, but they've got lots of lanes. So some streets in Paris are of that size. Otherwise, a lot of the more central, older streets are just, you know, one lane per side, much like Stockholm. Built long before there were any real motor traffic. But it's kind of funny how, despite the fact that some cities and streets were built hundreds of years before there were any cars, at least we knew perhaps that someday bigger things than horse carts and whatnot would be rolling down these streets, and we'd need space for pavement, roads, and street walks, and or you know what, all that stuff. No, sidewalks, street walks. That's something else. It's quite fascinating. We've also lost a striker here. Yeah, yes. Perhaps this is part of the striker crew. All Americans still alive. We're taking heavier fire now. We are definitely taking heavier fire. We've lost Frenchmen here in the trench. A Frenchman. How are our other roadblocks holding up? Yes, we're still holding the entire area. This is surprisingly good. They're suppressing a lot of our defenders here. I must say, the Russians are doing quite a good job. They're stepping up their attack. They're getting stronger and stronger by the second. And it's a lively firefight. Oh, that 50 opening up again. I haven't heard the sound of it in a while. That's beautiful. Look at that. Throwing some 50 downrange. Oh, look at the beautiful house. The silhouettes in the background, yeah? Fantastic. The Russians are getting closer. And they're becoming more and more. They're stepping up their attack. Things might go downhill for the French defenders quickly now. We're suppressed quite heavily. Oh shit! What the fuck? I just caught that. Rockets being fired. One hit the sandbags here. Killed like 4 people. Holy shit. 5 people probably. Yeah, there's casualties all the way back here. We've got the commander over here. It's Commander Saber. Yeah. Commandant. Commander Saber sitting right there by the radio. We just took a rocket hit. That was a surprise and a half. And now we're starting to take casualties up here. Medic! Medic, god damn it! We gotta be the Rangers instead. I can't. I sound like a very I don't know, American soldier, I suppose. We're holding them back here too. Oh, taking lots of fire. But we're returning. We're holding them back here, sir. This is a glorious defense. Oh, the bullets hitting the sandbags. And that rocket was such a surprise. Like, what the hell? Did not see it coming. The trench has been cleared out. No, we've got 1 man remaining. Still. Oh, he's taking so much fire. Everyone is so suppressed right now. 50 caliber still working. We're holding, sir. We're holding, but just barely. Oh, the bullets. The Russians are flanking around. They're gaining ground on us over here. Casualty report. Well, they're still coming. We're taking fire. Holy shit. 2 men down here by the sandbag. No, 1 man down. 1 man wounded. Oh boy. Another casualty over here. It's being stepped up. We're looking at more casualties here on this side as well. We might have to tighten our defense, you know, pull some soldiers back. You know, just kind of... shit, we can't do that really because we lost this flank here with all the sandbags. We can't really pull back much further. Oh boy, we're dropping now. The Russians are stepping up their game. They're getting more and more reinforcements. Sir, we're holding out, but barely. All the Americans here are still alive. We'll see if we can crown some heroes after this fight. Everyone defending is a hero. And the Russians have theirs. We have ours. They got theirs. That 50 is stepping up the game now. They're chasing back some of the Frenchmen on this side. The environment's slightly different here. We've got the trench, but we've also got the park where the Russians can attack from. And they've taken casualties here. That's no doubt. We're seeing a lot more AK-47s now, or I suppose maybe a more modern AK-107 or something like that. Nah, it looks like the 47. Or it could be the AK-12. I'm not sure, but I'm sorry. I just don't know. All I know is it's finally starting to work out for the Russians. Holy shit. We've lost this entire flank. We've got the Americans still holding out back here. Just barely. They're still alive miraculously. Oh, there one goes. Sir! Corporal! Shit! They're holding. We got Commander Saber. He's still alive too. For how long though? For how long? Jesus. Shit. There goes another rocket. We're holding the center. Oh no. We're gonna lose. We're gonna die. You've got to be fucking shitting me. We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna fucking die. All of us. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Commander, get down! Get down, Commander! Just get the fuck down. Get the fuck down, Commander. No! Ugh. Whoa, what the fuck? Reinforcements arrived just fucking a minute too late. Oh boy. Leopard tank and German infantry arrived. Although I must admit, I think it's too late. The Russians have overthrown. Oh, damn! And now a rocket took it out. Oh, the crew's gonna get slaughtered. Wow. I have some German infantry back here that was forced to pull back. A platoon was dispatched, but a platoon was also lost. Almost right after. What a brave defense. The Russians were just overwhelming. What a heroic last stand. This will only fuel the spirit of vengeance even more. Retaliation. Leopard just in flames back here. Smoke pillars coming out of it. Cool stuff. It arrived right behind me. I hardly saw it. Just as a BTR-90 rolled up as well. It was destroyed. See, the turret's been knocked out, but ultimately, the Russians were too strong. That was such a close hold. Like, if they could have held it a little longer, perhaps even if that rocket wouldn't have hit those sandbags, killing those 5 men, they would have held a little longer, and then perhaps the Leopard would have arrived without so much rockets being shot at it. Perhaps the German infantry could have arrived more safely as well and added to the defense, and perhaps they could have won. But in this case, the Russians were victorious. What a surprise, huh? I didn't think you were gonna see that, huh? A bit of a shocker, huh? See, I do not script my battles to a point where I ultimately decide who wins or not, unless it's a very, very story-based battle or I suppose, historical one. But most of these are quite random. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Can we? I don't think there's much else to see. We can look at casualties. It was a Pyrrhic victory for the Russians, no doubt. Quite Pyrrhic. But what a glorious last stand. I'm not sure how many. 60 Russians remain? 100? Probably not that many, but still. Good fight and good win. The battle for France will continue. I think I've got something up my sleeve that we haven't shown on the channel, which is ultimately the Paris Tower. Yeah? The Eiffel Tower. Fuck. I called it the Paris Tower. Oh boy. Yes, the Eiffel Tower. It looks cool. And there's a map, which has its defense mission, part of the mod. I just haven't done anything playing it. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I think I'd like to go over there for the next one. And we're also going to continue the Russian Civil War series. But let me know what you guys would like to see next. He's crawling around. He's that one guy that's like super... This is Captain America from Generation Kill, right here. This is Captain America from Generation Kill. This guy's like, sir, Captain, we've secured the area. They're everywhere, goddamn frogs! Fucking shit. Sir, what are you doing? I'm denying the enemy transportation! Yeah. If you haven't seen Generation Kill, you're gonna have no idea what I'm fucking talking about. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.